Yeah. Yaga. Yaga ya. Yaga ya ya yaga. Alright, so. That thing right there. That component. That component needs the ability to paginate. I've built a component just like it that could do this, but I don't know where the heck that code went. That code has been exploded into infinity, and I don't know where it's at. So I gotta do it again. And I wonder if I can, you know what, I'm gonna get AI to do it. Screw coding this thing again that I know I've coded before and it's persisted somewhere, but I don't know where it's persisted. I'm just gonna let the freaking AI do it. But how the heck am I gonna prompt this thing? Alright, so what I need to do... Do I have an example? I do not have an example in this file. But let's look for this simple example. This is a good example. Inside hug.tsx, you can see that pagination is happening on the actions data list. I need you to do the same thing with formatted emote types list inside of send action modal. The backend code is already set up. And the data is correct on the front end too. You just need to figure out how to modify the drop down buttons component so that pagination can be done. For example, a button should be shown in the drop down that says show more when more items are available. Same as inside of hugs.tsx. So I know I'm missing some pretty important details there, but I'm going to see if the AI can work with that. Make sure I use the whole code base. So far, it looks like it's taking a different approach than what I would do. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I need to add more details. Didn't quite get it right. Okay, let's see. You can see inside hugs.tsx that has next page and is fetching next page and are used. Need to do the same thing. Drop down buttons using and from send action modal, unless you can think of a better way. Okay, hopefully that's gonna help it out. That's really all it gave me. That's really all it gave me. I mean, I agree. Can I like rerun it? I don't know, that was like... Why did it not answer completely? It's kind of weird. Can I see the various avenues it took? Doesn't look like you can. Oh wait, previous chats? No? Interesting. Can you write the rest of the code you left out? Including visuals too. What about the changes needed in drop down buttons? Okay, let's see. Let's see what I can do with what it's given me. Okay, then we go over to here. Bada boom. Feel like there might be a tricky bug that shows up here, so I gotta be careful. Where would this thing go? So this is the div. This is the filters. Each filter is a button. I suppose it just goes here, but it might have to just experiment to figure it out. That wasn't a lot of code. Let's just see what happens. Oh wait, it's not going to do anything at first. Because... let's change this to 2. Alrighty. Now let's do a good old reload. Okay. Why is it loading like that? That's weird. Okay, show more. Aha! Almost worked. That's almost perfect. I don't like that it... there's a few issues there, actually. But generally that's pretty awesome. So how do we make it not close? Is it closing because I put it... No? Man, this is like... I'm still dealing with pain today. This is probably the lowest pain day that I've had in a long time. I think I can actually go on a run today. Okay, so I think it's actually happening on this page, right? This file. It is happening on this file. Let's check it out. What's the ref? Where's the ref at? I need a ref. There's the ref. It's passed into container. Mr. Container. It's passed into this div right here, which this is inside of the div, so it's interesting that it's not working. It might have to do with the fact that this is absolute, and well, no, because this is a span. Wait, when you click one, does it close it? So if I click that, it does close it. What's triggering that action? I would think that anything inside of this container would not trigger it to close. So I'm gonna have to ask Mr. AI about this. I would expect anything inside of the div with the ref equals container to, when clicked on by user, to not close the drop down. However, that does indeed close the drop down. Any ideas why? Event propagation. Okay. What's the handler? Toggle option? What's toggle option? It's this one. Okay. So I could set it to stop propagation, but that might not be what I want. Because I kind of like, I mean, that's probably better than having it close. So I can probably fix that. Just gotta think about it for a second. So I'm gonna write some bad code. Let's do something like option any. Then we'll say option. But that's not all, folks. I don't like that word, folks. Feels like the L doesn't want to be said with my mouth. Let's make this a little bit better looking. Alright, so this should do something, essentially. Let me take that guy, we do a thing, then we save it. Oh man, I'm excited to work out later. Assuming my pain levels stay low. Okay, let's see what happens. It didn't work. Yep, that didn't work. So I do know there's another one. So that's... Oh, it didn't work because what the hell is event? Event is not a real thing. Oh. It's because I goofed. Okay. I'm confused about... How does it know... How does it know? Because topical option is just a... Yeah, it's directly passing... Oh, okay, I can fix this. So let's say event. And then we can say event. That should do it. I should probably write some types to inform my future self what's going on here. Okay, let's try that. Not super confident, but it's an experiment. Boom. Dang it. Wait. Oh, okay, so that's working now. That one's not working. Interesting. Oh, wait, I know why. It's the same freaking thing. Actually, could I fix this at a different level? I might be able to fix this at a different level that requires less information, if that makes sense. If I stop propagation here, would that cause an issue? Like, then I wouldn't have to stop propagation here. But maybe this is good? Because if I leave it here, we can make it optional in this file. I think it really doesn't matter, maybe? Yeah, just to not impede progress, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think it's the kind of thing that doesn't really matter. So with that in mind, let's do the same thing to fix this button down her. I also prefer if I could make it prettier. So on click, we're fetching the next page. And let's literally just do the same thing. Actually, let's try it just to be different. Let's do it the other way. I've got a her in my eye. So just to be differente. Oh my god, what am I doing here? Wait, did I delete it? I did, but I think I remember what I deleted. It was fetch, yes. Oops, that is disabled up there, which pretty much tells me everything I need to know. So then, I'm gonna take a guy. You shall not propagate. So now this guy will no longer propagate. maybe. Before I even do that, can you make the button for fetching next page more pretty? I'm just gonna trust it. Show me what you've got. Yeah. So, checking two things here. Prettiness and functionality. Oh, prettiness is much better, actually. And functionality is perfect. Perfect. One thing we do need to change is we need to make this be at the top. Also, I just want to say, holy crap. I can code so much quicker with AI. It is nuts. It's absolutely bonkers. So how am I going to get that thing that is selected to be at the top? I would have to filter the already filtered filters. I could just leave this out for the MVP, since it's not really super important for the MVP. Or I could just do this real quick with the help of AI, which makes it so much quicker. I can probably do it in like less than 5 minutes potentially. So let's say can you make it so that selected options show at the top of the list of elements displayed? From filters. It's not a super strong explanation of what I want, but let's see if it goes with it. Ah, I think it understood. Telling you, AI is freaking OP, man. Wait, what? It did something funny though. Why did it do it like that? Maybe that is the best way. I don't know, something tells me the way it did it is just not the best way. But nonetheless, it looks like just intuition tells me this would work though. You take these guys and you do that. Semicolon! I thought I told you to leave semicolons out. Alright. Let's see if that worked. It looks like it did not work. Oh, it works. Oh, this is a back-end issue. Ew. Ew. Yeah, that's an interesting conundrum. Because I want the default to be one. Actually, I guess that's not that big a deal, really. Don't think it's that big of a deal. There's like multiple ways to fix that. So I'm gonna get rid of this code. That's way too complicated. Man. Why is it doing this? Why does it think... Why is the redo button bugged in this application? Like, what does it think it's redoing right now? I suppose I could fix that bug by simply closing it. That's right, well, I'll try next time. Okay. So how should I go about fixing this? So right now we're hard coding, and that's where the issue lies. We're hard coding hug action. We could just default to the very first action that shows up in the list. Which is going to be the latest created, I think. Which kind of isn't ideal, really. How can we just make it none? I feel like eventually this is going to be a text input anyway. That's kind of thinking far ahead. See, that just looks kind of weird. Maybe I'll just go with the latest. The latest and greatest. Or I can always have the hug be the very first, and then I can just say ascending. And that kind of solves my issues in a kind of hacky way. Yep. That solved all my issues. Awesome. Well, That's another task I can take off my list of tasks. So what is the next task? Let's check out that bug. So if you look here, obviously the Twitter name is got some capital letters in it, but right here we don't have capital letters, but right here we do. So what's up with that? Let's check the network call, see what's happening. So here it's capitalized, and I think this is where the actual string that you're seeing on the webpage right here, I'm pretty sure that's where this string is actually coming from. So I must be doing like a 2 lowercase or something, maybe? I just forgot. No, definitely not. It's literally straight from it. What about get user token? What are you doing in here? Nope, this is straight from it, which makes no sense unless there's like a CSS thing that allows lowercase to happen, which there is. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I'm not using that thing. So how does that make sense? Certainly doesn't make sense to me. You see it's coming in with 2 capital letters. It's gotta be, maybe it's like a higher level CSS thing, but then I would think it would also be coming in with lowercase letters like right here as well. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be a CSS thing. This is so bizarre. It's coming straight from the network request, right? Use query. Oh. Wait, what's the URL looking like? URL also has capital letters. How about that? Okay, let's do this, because I'm confused as poop. Although, I don't know if poop's actually confused, but... Okay, it's lowercase here somehow. How the heck does that make any sense? That's... What? Is it sometimes coming back from the API capital and sometimes lowercase? Yes, that is lowercase right there. So maybe the first time it's capital? Oh, wait a second. This is different than this. This is the JWT up here. Ah, okay. That's a backend issue. It's gonna be in this file. Are we using fetch all? No, we're probably using this one. Ah, it's because of the it's because of the regular expression here. I mean, this isn't that big of a deal, but it could be. I am getting distracted. Okay, so the regular expression be causing issues. How can I... Because I just wanted this to be a regular expression that's kind of like filtering when querying, but not filtering based on the response itself. And I see there's two IUs, which is interesting. Maybe that's where the issue is actually happening. Why is there two IUs? For some reason, this is fetching the correct data, but it is lowercasing the Twitter username value in the response. It should not consider case when doing the query to find the data, but it should consider case when returning the data. Or not consider, but it should keep the original case stored in the database. I don't think it understood. You misunderstood. I do not want to match the exact case. I want it to not consider case when looking for the data, but when it returns the data, it should not convert Twitter username in any way. It should return the data exactly how it is in the database. Let me just double check. It could also be happening in the controller, and I'm mistaken here. No, I don't think so. It looks exactly the same. Or am I wrong? Yeah, it looks identical. I'm very confused. Let's check out Postman a little bit here. Didn't I just close this? How do I test this again? Oh, I haven't even used this API yet. This is almost the same API. /single. Okay, so it sent it back in lowercase. Let's check the database here. It's actually lowercase here. But that... How the... Oh boy. Why is there two? 715... 624. Okay, that's a bug. This is a receiver. This is a logged in user. So I gotta think about that. Okay. That's gonna be on the back end. And that's gonna be happening when creating an action. Happen in this file. Actually, maybe it's happening in check existing. So that would actually be in this file. Yep, right here. Almost as if this isn't working right here. Slightly confused. I wonder if this is a bug that's already fixed. Or if this is something that would still happen. I suppose there's only one way to test it. I mean, it's probably multiple ways, but... So let's delete this. Okay, so that has been deleted. Now... let's try to figure some stuff out. So this data is still here. That's interesting that that's lowercase. Okay, so let's send. Let's see if this creates a database user. So it says is existing, and it got the right one. And there's not a new user, which is good. I just had a weird thought. If you send an emote to your own profile, is that different than just like emoting? Like sending an emote to yourself versus just sending an emote with no receiving in? I think it is different. That's interesting to think about. That's really interesting to think about. But I still want to test this a little bit more. So let's actually test out sending something to yourself. Okay, so that was successful. It did not create a new user. Perfect. And here is this. This looks good too. It even got the correct casing, which is freaking awesome. I wonder if I should just delete... I'm gonna delete the ones that had the incorrect casing. Just so I don't get confused in the future. And I'm pretty sure this is incorrect as well. There's also... well, there was no wave, but now there is a wave, which is a thing. Looks like everything sent to Shmoji Gaming is incorrect. Just make sure it's correct here. Certainly not correct right there. Okay, let's test if it'll create it correctly this time. Oh, interesting. The answer is no, it did not. I gotta double check this though. Yes, there are capital letters. So let's figure that out. So it checks if it's true, and it's not already in the database, it puts it in there. It's putting the username, which comes directly from check existing. Okay, so where's the code? Oh, wait a second. That's where the issue is. It has no idea how to know if that's really a Twitter profile or not, because they freaking closed off their stupid APIs. So now I can't afford to query the API. So lame. Yeah, the only way that I'd be able to fix this bug is if they fixed their stupid closed off API issue. Okay, I'm gonna write this down just so I don't forget and cause myself a bunch of time loss again. So let's say issues/bugs to remember. Currently, when a receiver is added to database, the casing can be wrong because it's added how it's typed by person sending the emote. This issue arises because I cannot query the Twitter API because it's stupidly closed, except to the rich. If I could query this, I could get the username with the correct casing. I think if they log in though, I think that solves the issue. I think. But I can probably check that in this file actually. Yeah, because you get the screen name right here, and then it's added as is into the database, literally right here. Yeah, so when they actually log in, it's not an issue. And that will overwrite any of these old records with the wrong casing. You can see it's overwriting it by deleting it right there. Anyways, that's an annoying issue, but I'm gonna move on. I kind of deleted a bunch of data, and it was kind of a bad move to delete that data, what I'm realizing, but at least I can wipe that task off the list. Alright, so next up, should I put the search bar in the header for usernames, or should I start the template for extension, or should I do something else? One task is to get a proper homepage going here, which I'm still not. Let's think about that. It's kind of idea stuff, but I'm gonna put it in coding because it's gonna be coding stuff. Figure out homepage. One button. Send hug or emote or something. Show data. I think that's the main two options. I mean, you can do both. Do both of the above. I mean, I like all the options, really. I think it'd probably be good to show data, because we already have this button right here. Let's also change that. Select emote. We can also just change the template for now. It's not going to be set in stone, but better than having the word template. Where the heck is... Oh, it's in here. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's... yeah, there we go. Cool, cool. This part of me doesn't really want to do the homepage just yet for some reason. I kind of feel excited a little bit by starting the extension, but I also kind of want to get the search bar and the header done. And eventually it should do more than just usernames. It should also show action or emote types, which I feel like both isn't that complicated. Potentially. I wonder how Twitter's tackled this, actually. Like when you go to Twitter and you do a search, it shows... Why was I searching? Oh, I remember. Searching a bunch of piss. Okay. Let's do... Actually, I remember this name. I kind of want to... I'm remembering things I need to do. But anyways, so let's say we search for test. So it starts off showing stuff like this. Then it shows users, which is interesting. What I was thinking about doing, show like a header that says users and then show a header that says emotes, and it's just like two separate, and I'll just prioritize users, I guess, which maybe not the good idea, but I could also have the first thing just be something like this, where it just does an overall search and takes you to a search page, which is getting very complicated. And I'm realizing this is potentially an unnecessary feature for the MVP. Very useful, but maybe unnecessary. But good to think about. So I'm going to say literal search page needed UX of search bar, 2 categories, 1 users, 1 emotes. First item in list is like Twitter and show just regular item that takes you to search page. Which now I'm kind of curious. Oh, it's interesting that you can't just search for test here. Like, I literally, maybe if I press enter, that'll take me, yeah, it does, okay. And it shows people first, and then it shows tweets. It's actually kind of interesting how it does it. You can tell a lot of thought has gone into this. It's also interesting that typing test brings up this account. Like, what does that have to do with test? Oh, because it's in their bio. I see. Alright, so that's the UX. It's lots to think about there, and if I only partially did it, it might be kind of poo-poo. But that would be better than nothing, I suppose. I feel like it's all or nothing, though. I don't think I should... If I'm going to do it partial, I don't think I should do it. So, I might leave this for another day. I'll start that one. And... there's something else I wanted to do. My brain lost it. X logo goes live today. One thing about the extension that sucks a little bit is that's like an entirely different application. So I'm gonna have to like really start from square one there. Obviously gonna help to have AI to help out. But yeah. Let's see, right now is about 2. It's about 2. Trying to think about what other stuff I wanted to do today. I'm almost feeling like I'm satisfied, even though I didn't do that much. I mainly just did this. Feeling pretty satisfied with this project. And I worked on it yesterday as well. I might leave it with that. Might do a little bit more later. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm peacing out. Later.